All right, so I'm going to be doing the peer review assignment for Samuel's narrative part one. So the first question is, do I think the artist generally understood the requirements of the project? And I think he did. He clearly put some thought into these pictures, um, and like took time to like gather the stuff that he needed for them. How effectively does the artist use the elements and principles of design and photography? I think he used them pretty effectively. A lot of the pictures have really good line and color and light, like the ones of the vodka bottles. I really like how you can like see the distinguished lines uh, against the wall and like even against each other, and like the colors of the different bottles, and like just a little bit of light coming in. I also really like the lighting in these photos. The dark room with the Christmas lights just look really cool. Um, yeah. So the next question is, what are the images about? What is the story the artist is trying to tell? I think the artist is trying to convey student vices, um, which is pretty obvious to me, like drinking, um, and all of that. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. Um, it's kind of confusing to me, but I'm sure it like means something pretty cool. So I'd like to see a more developed version of this, I guess. Something that's like easier for someone to understand maybe. Um, so I think some of the best images are, like I said, the ones of the vodka bottles because they show really good line and form and all of that. And I also just really like the vibe of these, like in the room. And I think this vice is like procrastinating maybe, and like playing video games or watching TV instead of doing homework or studying. Um, I also really like almost like the chaos of this picture, and like how everything's just kind of haphazardly thrown in there with no organization. I think it's pretty accurate and like how college kind of goes, maybe. I also really like these pictures in front of the Abraham Lincoln picture. It's kind of ironic because he's like Honest Abe and like um, a figure of such a honorable person, and like a lot of student vices aren't so honorable, like drinking and all of that. Also, I really love the ski bottle. I'm from Southern Illinois, so that made me laugh. Ski's the best, unrelated, but um, yeah. So some of the images I'd like to see improvement on are like also the ones in the dark room. I think if he focused more like on this one, I'd like to be able to see what's going on the TV more, and maybe make sure like you're taking the time to get your subjects still before you photograph them so that you don't have this blurry movement. Um, and like I said before, I'd like to understand what this picture is supposed to be, um, because I feel like it would portray like what he's trying to like his vices well if I knew what it was. So, and then I'd like to see, um, just like I said, taking the time to make sure your subjects are completely still and like you're not just taking like super blurry photos, although it does kind of give it a dreamlike quality. So I guess if you're planning it, then maybe it would work for you. But just overall, I think putting more thought into the pictures. Um, like I think this picture, like I think I understand what this picture is. He's like passed out in class after a night of drinking. Whoa. Um, which I like, and I like that you actually took it in the classroom and like there's other students in the background that are probably have no idea what's going on. Um, oh my gosh. But yeah, I think just overall putting more time and like taking time to get your subjects the way you want them to be so that you can accurately portray what you want, um, would is really going to help the final product. And I think he should keep up the staging of bottles and everything the way he's doing it. I think that looks great. Like this picture is really cool. I like how you can like see the sweat like on the can. Um, yeah. So I think I covered all of the questions. Um, Yeah, so great job on the first part. Sorry, I was looking at the list of questions. Um, I can't wait to see the finished product.